Okay, guys, so I'm here to talk about something that just came into my mind last night. I was thinking, and I said to myself, Larry Fitzgerald, I think, is better than Megatron, aka Calvin Johnson. I'm gonna give you a couple reasons why. Let's first start off with Calvin Johnson. Obviously, Max Stafford only had a full season in 2011. In 2010, he only played 3 games. In 2009, he played 10. Now, before Matthew Stafford had a complete season at quarterback, Calvin Johnson was very good but not great. Let's look at from 2000, I'm gonna start from 2008 on. In 2008, he had 78 receptions for 1,331 yards and 12 touchdowns. 2009, in 14 games, I believe Calvin Johnson had an injury. He had 67 receptions for 984 yards. 2010, in 15 games, he had 77 receptions for 1,120 yards and 12 touchdowns. By the way, in 2009, he had 5 touchdowns. Now in 2011, in a full season, he had 96 receptions for 1,681 yards and 16 touchdowns. Now, obviously, you could tell that with Matthew Stafford in there, he had a 19 reception increase and over 500 more yards and 4 touchdowns more than the previous season. Not to take anything away from his great season that he had. But I think Calvin Johnson is not the best wide receiver in the league. It's Larry Fitzgerald, and here's why. Larry Fitzgerald also had a revolving door, but at quarterback, but at a different point than Calvin Johnson. He had the last 2 seasons. Now let's look at his numbers. In 2010, with Derek Anderson and John Shelton at quarterback, he had 90 receptions for 1,137 yards and 6 touchdowns. The wide receiver opposite of him was Early Gousset in the past 2 years. Last year, he had 54 receptions for 689 yards. I consider Early Gousset could be average at best. So I consider Larry Fitzgerald 2010 season better than his 2007 season, and here's why. He had nobody beside him to catch the ball. He accounted for over 70% of Derek Anderson's yards. Derek Anderson grew for 2,065 yards, 7 interceptions, and 10 touchdowns. He had 90% of Derek Anderson's touchdowns, and he was covered by the best cornerback on everybody's team. Meanwhile, in 2010, while he had 100 receptions for over 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns, he had Anquan Bogan with him. So I consider this season his greatest season yet, considering that he had no help. He had a revolving door at quarterback, and he was still able to put up those numbers in 2010. Now let's go to 2011. He still had a revolving door, but insert Kevin Cobb for Derek Anderson. Now Kevin Cobb, in 9 games, grew for just under 2,000 yards. He had 9 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Now, Larry Fitzgerald that season, while his production was down, he still had a very good season. In 2011, Larry Fitzgerald had 80 receptions for 1,411 yards and 8 touchdowns. Now, if Larry Fitzgerald gets a permanent quarterback, I believe he can achieve 2007, 2008 status, where he caught over 95 yards and won for over 1,400 yards. So, the main point that I'm trying to make is that Calvin Johnson only was great this season when he had Matthew Stafford going to him. Now, let's look at Matthew Stafford's stats. Matthew Stafford grew for he had a completion percentage of 63.5, grew for over 5,038 yards, one touchdown, kicking interceptions. Now he had a spectacular season. But if you take into account Calvin Johnson, let me say this, through no fault of his own, since he had weapons like Nate Burleson and other people only caught about a quarter of Matthew Stafford's touchdowns. I'm just gonna go by saying this. If Larry Fitzgerald had John Skelton as his quarterback for a full season, I believe he'll catch over 95 balls for 1,400 yards. That's just me. Guys, tell me what you think. Peace.